Hello and welcome to the Free Cheese, episode 162. I'm your Joe Dix, joined today by Marc Augustiniak.
My voice is better.
Kyle Muehlberger.
Hi.
The Free Cheese is a weekly video game podcast about video games, brought to you once a week by thefreecheese.com. Yeah, bring it closer. How are you two doing this morning?
Tired, but great.
Tired but great? Why but great?
Because I'm just excited to be here.
It's a great butt.
It is.
That too. Kyle?
I'm okay.
Thursday's good?
It's a Thursday, yeah.
Thursday's good. Wednesday was bad. They're upset. Wednesday, yesterday, I came home from work, and I've been pulling a Miyamoto and riding my bicycle to work. Well, he doesn't anymore. They won't let him because they're afraid he was going to get hit and they can't lose him.
Oh.
Yeah. But I think I'm going to go full Miyamoto and change my job title as well to Creative Fellow, but that's a whole different thing. But I get home yesterday, ride the bike in the heat. It got very hot in the afternoon and humid.
Like it is now?
Yeah, like it is now, basically. And I get home and I walk inside and I wanted to die worse because typically it's a nice respite from the heat.
That's a pretty good feeling.
But I get in, it was not cold at all. And I'm like, what happened? And I let the dogs outside. And when I do, I look over at the air conditioning unit and I see what looks like foam frothing from the insulation, running from the unit to the inside.
Oh, that's unnatural.
And I put my hand on it, and it wasn't foam, but indeed it was ice. And that had frozen over.
Oh.
And then I came down here. I shut the unit off, came down here to the basement, checked the unit on the inside. Same thing, all frozen. So then I went ahead and pulled the filter out of the machine and just give me a second.
This doesn't sound normal.
Are you showing us something?
Yeah.
He's getting it going. He's getting it going.
So this was the filter.
Oh, is that the cold side? What's the cold side? Let me touch it.
You want to touch it?
Yeah, what's this?
That's dirt.
What's this?
This just
I
filter
thought it was ice.
That's the filter normally.
Yeah,
and
this is what the
when
filter
when
was
it catches
when
everything,
it was brand new.
the darker side.
And then this is what it looked
Go
like.
get yourself a new filter.
I did, but this is what we were working with. Therefore, air could not,
That's interesting.
do what it had to do.
I thought you were gonna bring out like a dead animal or something.
Oh, well, hold on 1 second.
Oh man, he's getting a dead animal. I don't think I can handle this. Oh.
Oh.
Sorry.
Gave me a frighten.
So yeah, I fixed it, but I didn't know how to fix it. But luckily my brother-in-law knows those things, and I called him, and he was like, check this thing. And we looked over everything, confirmed that like everything was fine. I just didn't change the fucking filter, so I blocked everything up.
Oh.
And the lines nearly froze, or they did freeze. So he was like, you could wait it out, or you could turn on the heat, but you're going to get some water if you turn on the heat. Like a lot of it. And I was like, I've already got nothing to do. Fuck it. So I turned on the heat, let it just pour.
Just made it worse in here.
It really wasn't that bad. A lot of it came out of the condensation line right into where the sub pump goes.
Oh, okay.
And now, you never know the difference. But, whew. But then I finally, last night, got to watch that PlayStation meeting.
There we go. Here's the meat and potatoes.
Wow.
What happened?
I don't know. I think I rather would have sat in a non-air conditioned house than watch that.
Is it worse than that Sega presentation that we talked about last time?
Which Sega presentation?
The one when there's
No.
Sonic's 25th. Is
Yeah.
the Sonic one worse?
No. Sonic one was better because you at least had something. Like the Sonic one, seriously, the Sonic one you can pull some joy out of that. Like you can see that some people are having genuine fun, and you yourself can kind of feel like, oh god, it's so bad. It's like when I sent you that woman singing her syllabus in
watched
class,
all of that.
right? And your like back just sort
How'd you
of
do
gets
that?
hot.
I just felt a weird feeling in my stomach.
Yeah, you feel like you're gonna vomit, like
I
out
did
of
it all.
like you're embarrassed.
I didn't want someone to think that I liked it. Because there's people who are sharing that video.
Oh, you can't
saying,
think of it like that.
That's funny. I wish my teacher would have done this when I was.
I don't think anyone is saying that.
LOL.
No one is saying that. No one could ever say that except for that woman going, "Oh wow, I'm glad someone captured my performance."
No.
However,
I bet you some 30-year-old bitch is like, I love this. This is so creative. And then sends it and
I'll give her
tags
credit,
Rihanna
though.
in the fucking video.
She altered the songs to fit her range.
Yeah, her range should be quiet.
At the same time, it was piercing my ears. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying it was good, but she went the extra mile.
No, this was just slow and boring. It was just Andrew House talking for a little while, and then
You got housed.
Mark Cerny came out and he was talking, and he's just like a sad Jim Carrey. Just like he was just like, the PS4 Pro is built with 4,000 teraflops, and the genuine anti-aliasing that we're able to achieve with this.
Oh my god, can we do the rest of the show just talking like this?
It was so boring. It was just absolutely boring.
What if we did just 2 hours of just talking like...
And the conference really wasn't that long. Conference was like 45 minutes tops. The only thing that we got out of it that like was new Mass Effect, first Mass Effect Andromeda gameplay, but
oh man, I still don't care.
Right? Yeah, it was like okay, and the gameplay wasn't that impressive. It's not like it was a guy in a suit who was jumping from platform to platform.
Yay!
And some conversations happened. Yes. They brought out the head of Activision to talk about.
That's great.
How Call of Duty. What's the new one?
I don't know.
Infinite Warfare.
Fuck you, Warfare.
How that is going to run at. It's going to support the new 4K output and HDR settings natively out of the.
They know what audience gives them the most money.
You can tell very much that like this PlayStation 4 Pro is not. It's not aimed at people who were day one buyers. It's aimed at those people who have yet to upgrade or
like,
who.
What's so great about it?
It's really not that impressive.
Why is it called a Pro?
This is for professionals.
Because they wanted to find marketing that works, so they looked at another company who puts.
But I mean,
Pro
like
in
compared to
tables.
what I have now, like, is there a reason I should get rid of my PS4 now and get that?
Not one that I was convinced of, because it's a big investment. You need to have a 4K TV as well.
Nobody. That's not even a standard thing yet.
Right. And the thing is, like,
How's that fair?
it's just, I don't know. It's a.
But wait, isn't there? Didn't you show 2 of them?
They did. So the one is the PS4 Slim, which is basically ours except smaller,
And cheaper.
And then there's the PS4 Pro, which is what the original one launched at, but a little bit bigger. And
that's kind of dumb.
It supports 4K. They showed some things, and like, yes, there's a difference. It's like they played some of Insomniac's Spider-Man game, and when they're showing New York, you can see like the draw distance is a little greater. So whereas on a regular PS4, it might just be sort of blurred in the background. Yeah,
64
a little bit of it's the same. It's the 2016 equivalent of that. Like where you get just a little bit of whatever. But now it's like you can see more buildings, and yes, it does align itself to a bit more realism, but it's not enough for me to need to go buy everything.
Yeah, like that much money just for that little bit.
Yeah. But hey, if there's someone who...
Plus the Neo's not even out yet.
That is Neo. This is Neo.
Oh, that's Neo?
Yeah.
Oh, what a croco. Ugh.
Yeah, PS4 Pro is Neo. So Neo is not actually going to rival Scorpio, which is strange.
Well, it's okay. Scorpio's not going to rival PC, so...
True. I don't know. It's an odd thing. I think if someone hasn't bought a PlayStation 4 yet...
okay, so yeah, I'm not that bitter about...
Yeah, then why not?
What I have.
But it's a half step. To me, it's
unnecessary.
It's the...
It should have been just a Slim and then just start working on a new console at that point.
See, that's the thing. I bet that what they're doing in the PS4 Pro is stuff that they're planning on putting in the PS5, or at least parts of it. So
or,
this is their test, you know?
Or they're doing like what they do with PS2 and let it run for like 11 years.
Yeah, it could be that. I don't think we're going to get a long console cycle out of this time, though. I think that...
It would be nice to have one again, though. Kind of.
We just had one. Xbox 360 was from 2005 until 2013.
But when did Xbox One come out?
2013.
Oh,
I'm saying we had an 8-year console cycle. Forced. Now, PS2...
I guess I just kind of forgot about it.
Yeah, PS2 was around for 6 years before it was replaced by the... No. 5 years. 6 years? Something years. Before the PS3 came out. And then PS2 had a long tail within the PS3's life cycle. They overlapped. But from Xbox 360 launch date to Xbox One launch date, 8 years. Which is a long
I guess it feels short
cycle.
because I didn't get one until like later, like after the Slim came out.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I've been looking at this thing, and by this thing I mean my 3DS.
It's dying.
I know, but my new 3DS, and I'm thinking about it.
Oh yeah, how long's the life cycle on this one been?
Battery?
No.
This. So the 3DS launched in 2011, March.
Oh, okay.
The new 3DS technically launched in Japan in late 2014.
I would just say like 3DS in general because they're all like kind of the same.
But still, this is a little bit different. And this adds these buttons, and I thought about it. There's nothing on this new 3DS that... There are no buttons... Let me think. What am I trying to say here? You have equal footing between this and a Wii U gamepad.
Yeah.
And if we're starting to look towards NX, I feel like you could use a new 3DS as a controller. I wonder if that's going to be an option. You look at...
Maybe it depends.
I don't know. I looked at the Direct and how they've been porting everything.
Sorry, I was looking at your faceplate. I didn't notice a little cakey slider was next to like.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfect.
You can order it for $20 on Amazon.
$20.
But I don't know. I'm thinking about how like what other purpose can this thing serve, and then coming back around to the PS4 Pro, and it's I bet there's some untapped potential that we're not seeing in the regular PS4 and in this new Pro potentially. But I think this is just a hardware revision, a slight one. I think this is, we want to try this to see how people react to it. We want to, see if we can go the mobile phone model of releasing a new version.
It's just weird to do it with like an actual console because just the price alone. Like I know it's like $400.
Mm-hmm.
But like still like $400, unless like a handheld like a 3DS, you're not paying $400 for an upgrade.
No, you're not.
Ever. And I feel like you get more out of it too.
Yeah,
but I guess that's just my opinion.
That's for your. I think that's your taste too.
Yeah, that's
true.
What I mean?
Because
like I don't know much about the PS4 either, so I guess it's kind of an ignorant response.
No, but I don't disagree with you. Like I do get more out of this thing than I would a PS4 Pro.
I just think the price factor is gonna hurt them.
Yeah, but I don't think this is for people. I think this is for people who like to buy the new shiny thing.
Yeah.
I think this is for...
I just don't think it's going to be a lot. I don't know, that's just how I feel. I just don't think it's going to be a lot.
So they announced that, like, the one thing that Andrew House came out and said, like, right away, or Andy, as I call him.
Andy.
But Andy came out and he said that they've sold over 40 million PS4s. Right. A pretty good number in 3 years. However, it's... The PS2, like, lifetime sold 182 million or something like that. My numbers might be off.
I mean, that makes sense.
There's still a lot more of millions of people to buy these things, is my point.
Right.
Those are all good work.
But I just feel like anybody who owns a PS4 now probably won't. I mean, there'll be some, but I feel like it won't be a lot of people who are going to
If mine breaks tomorrow and I have to buy a new one at some point, I'll buy the Pro.
That makes sense. But if it's not going to break,
if it's not going to break, I'm not going to care.
Yeah, but you need a 4K TV for a Pro, right?
No, you don't. You'll still be able to...
You just have the option.
Oh.
You'll get some, enhancements. You'll see them on an HD TV. A 4K TV fully unlocks the potential of it.
No.
This one also seems like another big thing that they talked about was VR support right out of the gate. So it seems like it's removing the need to have that little Wii that comes with the PlayStation VR. There's like an external power thing that powers the VR.
That's
when does
right.
the VR come out?
October 13th.
Spook.
Yeah. So, speaking of which, PS4 Slim out September 15th at $299. I believe that's 500 gig hard drive.
Yeah.
PS4 Slim should have the new DualShock, which they oddly didn't talk about at all, but we've seen it all over the internet.com.
I haven't.
It looks largely like the DualShock 4 that we know and love, but now you can kind of see the light bar through the touchpad, which is fine. And then PlayStation 4 Pro out on November 10th?
Of fucking course.
I'm sure it's somewhere in November. I'm surprised they didn't wait for like a Black Friday type.
Well, that's exactly what... I mean, it's only 2 weeks from then.
Yeah.
They're going to make so much fucking money.
I was going to say, like, I'm surprised they didn't wait till after.
I want to say it's November 10th.
It's November 20th. They only have to wait.
But that is $399.
Yeah, no thanks.
I don't know. It just it feels like, why are you paying that much for a whole new system? Like, I mean, I understand it's a whole new, but it's one you already had.
And then you're gonna get redesigns of those with games you don't care about slapped on them.
And the VR is how much?
VR is also $399.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pay $800.
Yeah.
Wasn't that like the price of a PS3 when it first came out?
Close. It was $599. Yeah, November 10th. I was right.
That's just too much. Like, and then we'll get the PS5 in fucking 2018 probably.
I mean, the PSVR is cheaper than getting a Vive.
True, and the PC to run it.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's gonna be some type. When you said the VR comes out October something,
But if I was someone who didn't own a system yet and I'm buying both of those at the same time, I would hate myself.
yeah, but I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some type of fucking bundle for the holidays. Don't touch my mic. There's gonna be some type of bundle. What are you doing, motherfucker?
I'm fixing all of this.
Yeah, there's gonna be a bundle. It'll be like
A bundaloo?
Yeah, it'll be like $600 for the VR and the Pro. Just they'll take a $200 fucking slash.
No, they won't.
Yes, they fucking will.
I bet they won't.
I bet they will. I bet you
There's
right now.
no way.
They'll do a bundle for $600 or $650.
$600 or $650.
Yeah, but they're still taking a cut.
They can't. There's no way.
They'll do like a bundle later with like Resident Evil 7 and the VR headset. And I'm just gonna be like, can I just get the headset?
Yep.
Can you take this game?
They'll do one, I bet, next Christmas.
You think it'll... No. It'd be funny if they didn't do it this Christmas, but they did it right after the New Year.
They might. Honestly, after the New Year is a better time to buy shit anyway, because everybody gets their tax returns and they
also
feel like they're rich.
Think about how much... I bet you there's going to be so many fucking used...
Oh wait, when does the NX come out?
March 2017.
Oh, look at that. It's about the time when people get their tax returns.
Mm-hmm.
That is.
Yep.
I'm just thinking about all of like the used consoles and used VR.
Did they
PSVR
show anything
that are going to come out
on Last Guardian?
No. This was the most boring.
So it was just the system. And
It was the
couple
system,
demos with their
a
games.
couple of their, it was very much like, hey, we want to grab the mainstream. We want to grab the people who are going to, pick this up on...
Wasn't there another event recently?
Apple's event was yesterday.
No, like another gaming one.
Nintendo Direct last week.
No, it's between... I felt like... I could have swore I saw something. Was it like TGS or something?
TGS is this weekend coming up.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. But hey, speaking of Apple's event, Nintendo showed up there, which was weird. Miyamoto and Bill Trennan on Apple's press conference stage, which was just an odd...
Yeah, you're not used to that.
It's a weird, these Venn diagrams should not be intersecting, but they are, kind of thing. So they announced Super Mario Run.
So this just blew out the entire Sony thing.
It was, yeah. Well, yeah. It predated the Sony thing. It's funny because
with one game.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. There's already I saw some report an analyst is it'll definitely 1 billion downloads guaranteed after this thing launches.
Oh yeah, because everybody's been making their versions before they became official.
Yeah. And Mario is the most recognizable thing in the world.
And plus, they know. I mean, if it's is this DNA working on it?
They didn't confirm, but I feel like it is one of the.
Just the fact that it's related to Nintendo itself, some kind of quality is going to come along with it.
Yeah.
What the fuck? It's just a runner. That's all it is.
Yeah, but it's going to be a better runner.
Yeah, it's
And then you have the Sonic one.
It's a runner where Mario. You're basically playing Mario
without holding right,
without having to run yourself. He's automatically running, and you're tapping to jump. The way that the way they're doing this, or the thing they're trying to push with it, is that you can play Mario with one hand. Miyamoto very cutely. Shit. Well, again, Nintendo is a Japanese company, and they're Japan first, and they think about Japan first before any other part of the world. So they think about Subway and holding onto that, and what can we do? How can we make our game? If we're going to put our game on a phone, how are we going to do it? And this is exactly how they're going to put Mario on the phone. I cannot imagine another way they would put Mario on the phone that would ever make sense. They're not ever going to do a digital D-pad or digital buttons or anything like that.
I would just want where you alter his face in Mario 64.
Yeah.
Just that part as an app.
That might happen.
That would be fun.
That could be an app as well. I'm not going to say it won't be.
Well, that makes me... Well,
go ahead.
So what about... Well, we can wait to talk about these two.
Oh.
And how they would be one-handed.
I bet that those aren't going to be very action-based. You know what I mean?
Is this a thing I'm not supposed to know about yet?
Yeah, so another news story that popped up is this little thing...
I'm not excited for this.
That Mark's not excited about. He doesn't know what it is, but Animal Crossing and Fire Emblem are seemingly delayed until...
Gotcha Media!
2017.
Why?
Mario Ronda.
Yeah, so the press release from Nintendo said for Super Mario Run says that we plan to deliver its previously announced mobile device titles in the Animal Crossing and Fire Emblem series before the end of March 2017. IGN reached out to Nintendo for clarification, saying, does this mean that these are not releasing in 2017? And they provided this statement.
Who let you in our office?
That says, based on a variety of factors, we felt it was most appropriate for Super Mario Run to launch ahead of these other two apps.
I know why.
Our Animal Crossing and Fire Emblem titles for mobile will launch before the end of our fiscal year, which ends on March 31st, 2017. And Super Mario Run, I believe, is set to launch December 2nd.
Coincidentally, around the same time as the NX, which means there's probably some kind of cross feature.
That would be nice. We get a new Animal
But they're going to
Crossing
send out
game.
Mario first because they know that game is not as interesting as these other two titles that are coming out.
Yeah.
And if these other two titles came out first, they're only going to download that and not give a shit about Mario.
Maybe.
In terms of priority of playing a game, you would probably pick one of those two over Mario.
We would.
I'm just saying, I feel like that's the higher chance here.
The billion downloads that are set to happen probably would go for Mario.
I would download all three and play them all, but...
Yeah, but we're not normal, you know what I mean?
Well, that's your opinion.
We're not.
That's true.
This was always the plan when they announced the first mobile games last March.
I thought you were going to say Last Guardian was delayed.
Oh, God,
I was
no.
just going to walk away.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't have done it to you. I would have told you as soon as you walked in the door. They always said that they would release 5 iOS titles before the end of their fiscal year, March 2017. So that's always the plan. And then it just sort of happened that they also decided to launch NX then. So I don't know. I feel like it's a strange thing with that Animal Crossing update happening in December.
Yeah.
you would think they'd want this out before then, but I don't know.
Maybe they're not finished with something.
Yeah, it must be. Something. Something.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Huh?
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah. I don't know, but Mario, this makes sense. I mean, we always knew that he would end up there. Like, that was one of the first questions as soon as they announced these things that they answered. Yeah. Was like, yeah, obviously every one of our IP is up for grabs. But this makes 4 of the 5. So we had Miitomo. Mm-hmm. We know Fire Emblem and Animal Crossing, and now Super Mario Run. What's the 5th?
People are going to be like, Pokemon! But it's not.
Yeah, no.
That's not them.
So what's the 5th one?
I would want it to be probably like some kind of racing deal.
Ooh, like an F-Zero?
That would, I mean...
Why should it be like a goddamn fucking Candy Crush Kirby shit?
I could actually see that with like different foods. I actually wouldn't mind that.
I wouldn't either. Because they would do it right. They're not going to do it stupid.
Or Yoshi's Cookie.
Oh, yeah.
But, but if it's something new, like you have to...
I would not mind a puzzle game from them.
Yeah, I feel like they need something to balance it out.
If they did Picross?
Like Treasure Tracker, but for mobile?
That's what I always said. Like, Treasure Tracker on an iPad would be perfect. Because you can quickly just, turn with your finger.
That would be cool if you turn it.
Oh, yeah.
Don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, time will tell. I kind of jumped through a lot of the stuff I had news-wise without even planning on it. One thing I was curious about was there's a thread on NeoGAF titled, "Are you going to buy a PS4 Pro?" And
more like PS4, no.
Well, that's the funny thing. It's only about half of the... It's really split down the middle. It's a very, very a balanced response. I'll read a few. I'm just going to give you the quick ones. Yep, day one. This person said no, but put an E in the middle of the N and the O for Neo. Yep, nope. This conference managed to unsell me on it. Yes. It was a pretty bad conference, but yeah, I'll get a PS4 Pro, of course. I was always going to buy it, but the conference didn't really affect my decision. I have to re-buy a PS4 after selling my last one, so this is very likely the one I'll be getting. Nop.
I like that one.
No. Yep. Nope. Absolutely. And 2 weeks after Last Guardian, I'll just wait and get them in a bundle. Fuck no. Absolutely no need for it. I'm in at 400. Will pre-order when made available. Selling my 4 soon for a Pro for sure.
This is how you can tell who's rich and who isn't.
Yeah. If I'm able to sell my PS4 for a fair price, yeah, sure. Fair fucking price. Point me where to pre-order day one. I'm happy with my PS4 right now. For that price, probably. Nah. When it goes on sale for $249 bundled with 2 good games, then I'll consider it.
I like that answer.
And this says it was edited. So it seems like they responded with something, but then they edited, and in their edit reason, it says, just found out this doesn't even support 4K Blu-rays. They didn't show me a single reason to, so no. Fuck no. I might pick one up if I wasn't an Xbot and I had a 4K UHD TV, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I could keep going. But it's very yes, no, yes, no.
Seems like more no's.
Yeah. Like a lot more no's.
Yeah, but I think PS5 will be here in 2 years. Maybe eventually. Yep, day one. I'm stupid when it comes to this stuff. Is it worth buying? I ended up with a 4K TV. I'll be getting a Pro.
I ended up with a 4K. How do you just end up with a T? That's the demons coming out of me.
Stories are always interesting. Someone has a story about that. Page 1 of this is really, really balanced. There are 43 pages in this thread now. Just a lot of nope, yep, nope, fuck no, yep, nope, yep,
still like
nope,
nop.
Yep, hop,
Nop.
hip, hop, yep, nope, hey, pop, nip, nop,
Whoa.
pre-order, dop, stop.
Com. What?
Don't pre-order a PS4Pro.com.
Yeah, you don't have to.
I'll just, you know what? The way I'll get mine.
Yes.
Just steal it.
I'll click on one of those ads where it's like, congratulations, you won a PS4 Pro. And I'm going to fill out 30 surveys and give them all my credit information.
That's a good idea. Don't forget your social security number.
Yeah. For anyone who wants to know, it's
two. Oh,
5.
Yeah, I was a little late on that one.
That's fine. What do you say we do a little show and tell? Because we kind of did the newsy kind of stuff.
Okay.
Outside of the stuff we already talked about, I only had one thing, which is that Hyper Light Drifter for Vita and Wii U was canceled.
You know, I'm glad I bought it for PC when I did. Because I was actually going to wait for the Wii U one.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to play on that gamepad or whatever.
Yeah.
And it kind of saddens me that it's not happening on that. But at the same time, I understand it.
Yeah. So did you watch the video?
I did not watch the video.
So the developer came out, and we've talked about it before. So Hyper Light Drifter was a game kickstarted in 2013, set to release in 2014.
Yeah.
And got delayed until this year. And the main reason for its delay was the developer's health. So he has a really rare, or at least, life-threatening heart condition. Let's see, what is it called? Congenital heart disease. Yeah, so he's like his entire life battled with, he's been constantly hospitalized, and he's had digestive and immune system issues related to this heart disease. So Hyper Light Drifter was kind of, as we talked about last time with Dash, a metaphor for that in so many ways.
Yeah. Very good metaphor.
Yeah. So yeah, the Kickstarter 2013, he wanted to raise $27,000. He did that immediately. I think he was funded in a day.
Damn.
Not long after that, broke $100,000, and eventually at the end of the campaign, raised $640,000. So he was able to hire a bunch of people to help out with development, art, music, etc. He was using Game Maker Studio to do the to make the game.
Yes.
Huh?
I said yes.
He ends up releasing it on Windows and OS X on March 31st of this year. In February of this year, he talked about contractual issues between Nintendo and Yo-Yo Games. They're the developer behind Game Maker. Finally, it was released for PS4, Xbox One, end of July. But now this video that he posted last night, he basically said that those aforementioned contractual issues have not gone anywhere. He's pushed as much as he can push to both Nintendo and Yo-Yo Games to try and get the engine to work correctly on the Wii U, and it just isn't working, and he can't do anything else about it at this point.
I hope Nintendo fixes that in the future.
Yeah,
it seems like they've had that issue with a lot of developers. Stuff just will not run on their hardware.
Yeah, and with that, the Vita version, he said that they have not been able to get a version of the Vita game to run up to their standards. They can get it to go, but it just does not have enough power. And at this point, what he would have to do is rebuild the game from the ground up for both PlayStation Vita and Wii U.
I forget that.
Yeah, he said it would take at least another 6 months of work, of non-stop work. And he said he just hasn't,
I wouldn't worry about it.
He hasn't, paid attention to himself. And with his pre-existing conditions and stuff, it's not good.
I follow him on Instagram.
Yeah, is he?
He seems like he's doing well.
Yeah,
being with his family and all that.
But he said hey, if you backed it on one of these platforms, we'll refund you, of course.
Yeah, see, that's fair then. He's not just going to run away with it and be like,
right.
yeah, screw it.
Yeah. If you're either going to refund or you'll get
for a different version.
Right, you can change your Wii U. Yeah, exactly. You got it. What's the other one? I don't know. The reason I brought this up was not only because it's news, but Cappy Games recently did this with Below. And they came out and they said, like, hey, Below is not where we need it to be, so it's just delayed indefinitely until we can fix it and figure it out. Nobody threatened to blow their studio up or murder them in the streets. Same thing with this guy. Like, I read through the YouTube comments of the article or the video that he posted, and there were a couple people who were, kind of just...
a little butthurt.
Yeah, a little rude and just, like, they just didn't... just not compassionate or empathetic to the situation. But primarily the response was like, oh, shit, dude. Like, that sucks that I can't get this thing, but... fuck it, I'll get it on PC and play it there, or I'll get it on PS4, or I'll just get my money back, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, me, like, I bought the game, and, like, I immediately felt like, oh, fuck, should I go give him money in some other way? You know what I mean? Like, because it's just like, that sucks. That sucks that you gotta...
wish I could have gotten the, like, really cool, like, special edition of that game.
Oh, did they do one of those boxes for it?
They made, like, a SNES cartridge.
Oh, shit.
With the game on it or something like that.
That's really cool.
I forget if it's from, like, I'm not sure if it's from another company that made all that or what.
I wonder if it was a Kickstarter backer thing.
I can't remember. But I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty rad. I don't know, but after our conversation last week about, like, here's what not to do, is make a game that's very high profile that a lot of people are interested in, release it, without hitting the things that you said you were going to hit, and then just go fucking radio silent for weeks. That's kind of what not to do. And in this case, I feel like...
I have some news kind of related to that field.
Yeah.
Most people probably won't care, but it came to my attention, so I was intrigued. Gearbox is deciding to release another Duke Nukem, but this time it's the original Duke 3D, but they added more to it. So,
is that the one that just came out? Is it out?
The Duke Nukem 3D World Tour?
Yeah, it's like a remastered version or something, right?
Yeah, so I think before that, I think it was Devolver Digital that was publishing the Megaton edition.
Okay.
That seemed better, but then Gearbox told them to discontinue that since they have the rights to it.
Right.
So now they're releasing this, which is the answer to that now. And pretty much it's like it's the same game, from the ground up, but they got people who worked on the original game to add like a bonus chapter to the game. You can switch between the original 2D to like 2.5D mode, so like the buildings are all actual buildings and not just like flat sprites. So it's more like a 3D thing.
Yeah. Because that was very much like Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They brought back John St. John, who does the voice of Duke Nukem,
oh my God,
for some new lines and all that, and they added some like new songs. It sounds great until you hear it.
Oh.
And it's just like I don't know. Nothing against him.
That's
yeah,
cool.
You see it? Isn't that beautiful?
Sorry, I just
Light
found the
blue
Hyperlight
cartridge.
Drifter.
No, but like I heard like the new voice clips and all that, and like it was pretty much like redubbing or saying new things in spots where
that's not
the
good.
lines used to be, and
That's
like
not good.
you can kind of like it just felt like he just wasn't in character. It was just like, I'm just doing this for a paycheck. It just says whatever. But then again, it's been years. He was probably tired of doing his voice. I don't know what the reason is. It's just, it felt unnecessary.
Yeah.
It's cool to have like the original people come back, add more to it, so it still feels like the same game, just a little more. And games do that a lot. Like how many times did Street Fighter do that with each version? Like a Street Fighter 2?
Just twice.
They had like more fighters and they added specials,
Yeah.
and they changed up the sprites a bit, cleaned it up, whatever. But I thought that was interesting. But I was excited about it at first, and I was going to get it, but then I'm just going to stick to, what's it called? I think it's called like E-Duke 32 or something like that.
Is that the one that came out before that?
It's just like a PC version that.
Well, it sounds like
I think it's free. I can't remember.
Sounds like Gearbox just fucked everything up again.
Yep.
I really don't like them.
Like that's what not to do.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of their games.
Like, I loved Borderlands when it first came out. And then...
It just didn't stop. Like, it was just...
Yeah.
The same thing. And then all the bullshit with, like... again, like, it's... We don't know because we weren't there. But all the bullshit with Colonial Marines...
remember Aliens? I forgot about that.
I don't know, and just
and then Duke Forever happened.
Battleborn.
Duke.
They did do. See, this is why I think they're doing this Duke game is because the money loss of Battleborn.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ, I forgot all about Battleborn.
Yeah, so did the world.
Yeah.
As soon as Overwatch came out, it was.
I
like,
honestly thought Overwatch and Battleborn were like the same game. Or like they were that same exact.
They were definitely competing.
And I was like, what the fuck? I don't care about either one of these games.
No. Gross. Gross.
What would be an example of what to do?
I don't know. Just be a person, make games, be nice, communicate. Again, I think the transparency piece is super important. It's not about what you're doing, but what you're doing is important, obviously. But I think that why you're doing anything, there's always a story behind something.
Yeah.
Have you seen any solid commercials lately? Like, I was thinking about this the other day. Like, any, commercials. Like, when's the last time you saw a commercial for a video game?
For a video game. They're usually just trailers, not actual commercials.
Well, I mean, that's fine. Like, trailers are, like, video games. Like,
no, but I mean, like, they used to do, like, actual commercials. Like, Crash Bandicoot, I think, did actual commercials.
And, like,
right? Him in a suit and a megaphone.
Watching TV the other day, and it was one for, like, another World of Warcraft, like, expansion.
Oh, yeah. I didn't hear good things about it.
A straight up, like, guy, like, not even, I don't think he says anything. He just turns, like, he's not looking at the camera, and then he turns, doesn't say a goddamn word, and then it's just like, Legion, blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
oh, wait,
fuck?
They're playing a song, too. It's like a cover of something, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
It's like some kind of rock song. I don't know.
But, I'm like, okay, and then I was, like, trying to think back about how many other
I'm pretty
trailers or gameplay videos have I seen on TV.
Because the one you saw for that's probably just their cinematic that plays before the game starts.
Yeah, probably. But I'm, like, thinking back, like, how many...
But they should make a whole movie like that, like...
Oh, they made a World of Warcraft movie, and it did totally well.
Okay. Outside of live action, all the cutscenes that Blizzard makes,
they're pretty good.
With World of Warcraft, they're amazing.
That first World of Warcraft trailer, the one first I ever seen, was like
if there's a whole movie just based around that, like, I would watch it. Wouldn't play the game.
You okay? They playing tiny violins?
Little tiny violins. That's all expensive as fuck.
It is. I mean, they have the money.
Yeah, they have the fucking money. Think about how many, like, especially them.
They have a fucking
it's
convention
not about
named
having
after
the money.
Hi, welcome to BlizzardCon.
It's about everything. It's about shareholders and making sure that they're okay with this kind of bullshit. It's about funding that, and are you going to get the money back?
Why can't we have every commercial,
I mean, if
that
they're
Super Smash Bros. Commercial?
I was about to bring that up, but if they're okay with just showing it as a commercial worldwide, internet, TV, wherever, why not make something a little longer?
Because
they're already there. They already have their toes in.
It requires more of an investment. That's two completely different things.
I'm just saying.
Me watching a commercial halfway in the background while I scratch my dick and check my text messages is completely different than me paying $10 to $15 plus popcorn plus whatever, spending an afternoon to go watch a World of Warcraft movie.
Well, no one would go to see that movie. I was offered free tickets to that, and I was like, no.
But would you have gone and seen it if it looked the way that Mark's describing it?
If it was more how I could see it, yes, because it works in that sense. It doesn't work in live action. You can't make men CGI works and then just paint women green and be like, this doesn't work. You can't do that. It needs to be CGI. It just has to. It has to.
Apparently that movie did really well.
Did it? Why did it?
Overseas.
Oh,
well, that makes sense.
But it's the same thing. You could, like, argue, like, well, what about Lord of the Rings? Like, it's that same high fantasy.
I would watch Lord of the Rings over The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Because of the effects alone.
I'd watch none of it.
I don't know. I think I'd watch...
even though... I don't
know.
It was a part of my growing up, but Fellowship I watched the shit out of.
Return of the King was one of my favorites.
Yeah, sure.
Never saw it. I don't like fantasy bullshit. Give me vampires and give me Draculas.
It's fantasy.
No, it's not.
Yes, that is horror fantasy.
Gothic romance.
There's no...
Not romance in that kind of way.
I know,
Kyle.
but it's still gothic fantasy. It's fantasy.
It's not fantasy. It's not high fantasy.
Yeah, it's not high fucking fantasy, but it's still fantasy.
I mean, anything is fantasy.
Okay, then problem solved. I win.
But
You just admitted to it.
no, it's. I mean, but that's not. I mean, like the dumb.
Don't you like Fire Emblem?
Not in like it's a. I like Fire Emblem more for the game. Like, if
So
Fire.
you could care less for the setting.
I hate the setting, as a matter of fact.
Oh.
You
I
paid
hate-
for it.
Yeah, because the game is really, really good.
Is it too bright? I'm just messing with you.
I don't know. I just don't like the. I can't do that.
Actually, the weird thing about Awakening that always bothered me
Yeah.
is that they have tiny feet.
What the fuck?
I saw the man with the smallest feet the other day at work.
No, like, I mean like what I mean by tiny, I mean like they look like they have like hoofs.
Is my shoe untied?
Like they literally don't have feet. Like
I have to take a look at this.
It kind of reminds me of the Final Fantasy 3 game for the DS, because they didn't really have feet either. It was just like big pigs. I mean, it works for that console, I guess. But
Does Bing pay you yet?
Yeah,
sponsored by Bing.
They really
We're
fucking
not
need to.
really sponsored by Bing.
Only
$29.95
a month? Or every time you use Bing?
every time I type in
If
Fire
Bing
Emblem.
paid me money every time I fucking use Bing, I would be absolutely. I'd look up shit for, like, what color is hair? And, like,
Yeah.
Bing it. Don't look at the images, though.
Can you Bing Bing?
Maybe.
You break it. If you Google, you break the internet.
What? You see it?
No, on Bing. I see a lot of other things.
Just look up. A,
Certainly look up-
Just
don't
look
look
up
up
an in-game
page.
battle of Awakening, and you'll
Yeah,
see.
but which one? Because remember the problem
All
I
of
had with that was that they had weird ass.
like the 3D battle where like you see the full models of the characters fighting.
Full middle.
The 3D models or the 2D animation?
The 3D models.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I get it.
They have like little tiny feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do.
Ooh, what if they made a Harvest Moon mobile game?
Didn't they? No, they didn't. Did they?
Mm.
It would totally fit to be one. Oh yeah, they did Farmville.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Problem solved.
Oh, I mean,
They made a Call of Duty one, just whatever that.
it's a good thing we don't have like.
Mobile Strike.
It's a good thing we don't have like thousands of listeners, or else that'd be a very.
People would get pissed.
That'd be
at
a
the
big
People
uproar.
get angry about the stupidest fucking things. Oh well, he said that this game's bad, so fuck off, please. I can only imagine.
Anything else on show and tell?
I already gave mine up. At the
I don't know if
beginning
it's show
when
and
I first
tell,
walked
but
in. Let
Oh
me
yeah,
know.
I know that.
I mean, it's not really newsworthy. But I watched
Porn.
yeah. I mean, aside from that,
Nothing's new.
the addition of the indie game, the movie.
Oh,
What's it
the
called?
new one.
Yeah, like Life After or something like that.
Oh, I
Yeah.
saw that on Netflix.
Yeah,
It's on Netflix now.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I know what I'm doing this afternoon.
it's actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, I really want to watch it. That one's got
What I don't get though, is,
Kevin Spacey.
I mean, it pretty much just follows up on everyone.
Yeah.
In the first one.
Huh.
It's just like.
Didn't it add new things though? Like new.
Yeah, like, it's a whole
I was
new
gonna
thing.
say new characters, but
Yeah, no, there's no one like new.
it just picks up on those three stories.
yeah,
Okay, that's still interesting because it's
because it's from like 2014.
okay. Yeah, because Indie Game the movie was 2011.
I think so.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that was really interesting.
Huh.
And towards the end, I got a little confused
Huh.
because I was waiting for the credits to roll,
Yeah.
and then like it didn't happen yet, and I was like, "Whoa, what's happening now?" And then like, so they showed like a thing from like Mega 64, which I was happy that was in there.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, this is the part that confused me. They showed a trailer for their own movie.
What?
In the movie?
What, the original movie or the movie you were watching? A trailer for the
The
expansion?
current one.
Weird.
It was just a full. It was like they just threw in every video clip that they had and just exported
Maybe it was like a recap
I don't know.
in case you forgot what you just watched for the previous hour.
Yeah, it was just like it's 2 hours,
2 hours.
but it's like why?
That's a classic presenter's trick right there.
And then the credits.
That's a
come up.
presenter's trick, I'm telling you. You come out and you say, here's what we're going to talk about. You talk about it, and then you say, here's what we talked about. Helps you remember shit.
I mean, I remembered when I saw it. Like,
Maybe you didn't remember all the
well,
details.
they shouldn't assume that I could be stupid.
All people are stupid.
I mean, yeah, to a degree.
We're real dumb. We're real dumb, and that's why we need to take breaks sometimes. So So let's take a break. And when we come back, we'll talk about what we've been playing, anything else that pops up, and then
We'll kill you.
that's the thing that's going to be what we do.
I'm gonna break my fingers.
Let's break them off. Be right back. Welcome back to 162 The Free Cheeses. Is that a thing?
The free cheeses.
162 episodes.
It's 162 of cheese that we've done now.
That's a lot of cheese.
It's a lot
Pounds?
of cheese. Sure.
What cheese is this one?
Swiss.
162.
Well, you mean what kind of cheese?
Yeah. What-
Swiss.
Swiss? K-Swiss?
K-Swiss.
Nacho.
Nacho cheese is just...
Surprised we haven't
cheddar.
done like a cheese of the day. I mean, I guess that wouldn't last long. Just maybe like
Today's cheese is
There's
brie.
only one cheese that's appropriate to eat.
What kind?
I don't know. It depends.
toe cheese.
What do you mean?
It depends. It could be one, it could be six. Who knows?
I don't like American.
What have you been playing?
Who you asking?
I'll go
doesn't matter.
first.
Yeah.
Nothing.
No Man's
I
Sky.
picked it up and it was just like, landed on a planet.
Who cares?
Yeah, bye. Turned it
Yeah.
off. Put on some Netflix.
Yep. Pokemon Go?
No.
Pokemon-
I honestly was like, maybe I'll delete it.
Oh.
Maybe I'll delete it because I don't know what. I don't
But
really care.
they might add a buddy system.
Yeah, I saw
Kyle.
that. There might be a buddy system where I can level up this specific Pokemon. I don't give a fuck about it though. Like I'm over it. Like it's cool. It ran its course. I don't know.
Yeah.
Getting to that point again where I'm just like out of games.
You saw that too.
Yeah, out of James to play.
Did you play Journey yet?
No, I didn't download it yet.
Journey.
Okay, problem solved.
I downloaded it, but I didn't play it yet.
But it only takes 3 hours of my fucking time.
It's still, I think it's something you can ruminate on.
Everlasting
Yeah.
memories.
Yeah, but then you're like, okay, what's the next one? What's the next? What's the next?
Hyper Light Drifter?
Yeah, you're right. I do have all those photos of those games I'd like to play.
Yeah.
But I already spent so much money on books.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you've been playing.
Trade-offs.
I've been reading. Weird.
Don't you think it's strange that I've been reading? Still don't know how to kill you. Mark, what have you been playing?
Well, you know that little, okay, so with that 3DS Direct,
Yes, I was there.
yeah, they announced like 2 free games you could get if you, what was it, like that?
You could choose one of the new StreetPass games.
Yeah.
They added 5.
Uh-huh.
One of 2 could be free, and if you download one of those, you get the other 4 at a discounted price.
Yes. So I didn't get all of them. I just did the free one.
Which one did you do?
I did the slot cars.
Oh, Slot Car Rivals?
Yeah.
I did too.
Yeah? Did you try it yet?
I did try it yet.
Did you like it?
I like it. I was a little
Yeah.
bothered by the logic of it
Uh-huh.
at the beginning. So you wander into Slot Car Rivals. Do you want to explain the game?
It's slot cars.
Yeah, you just play slot cars. But you wander in. There's this little like eccentric, overeager guy who runs the slot car shop, and he's like, "Hey, welcome. What's going on?" He looks like if you made a me out of the N64 kid. You know what I mean?
The N64
The
kid.
kid that was excited about Christmas?
Yeah, that
Got
one.
it.
Huh.
And he's just like, "Hey, this is where we race slot cars. Here's your first one for free. Have fun." And gives you a slot car.
So I came in here asking for directions.
Yeah, and then it's like, "Okay, well, thanks." And he's like, "Do you want a tutorial?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Really? Okay, sure. I won't bother you with it now, but you can always ask me about how to play later. By the way, here's how you play this game." I was like, "Okay." So then I'm like holding the R button to like skip through all the dialogue as quickly as possible, and just like go,
Yeah.
and he's like, oh yeah, here you go. Oh, by the way, here's a license, and it's like, wait a second, hold on, back the fuck up. Is this how? What? I don't understand the logic. Like, if I walked into an establishment and someone's like, "Hi, can I help you?" I'm like, "No, just fuck off." I'm like, "Okay, do you want a license to drive?" Like, it kind of like broke my brain.
I think your license upgrades.
It does. It just. I'm trying to like apply it to real life. Like, if I
That's your
wandered into
problem.
the DMV,
You
and
can't apply it to
sense.
real life. It's
I know.
Nintendo.
I know.
That process was way too speedy for the
But-
DMV.
You're right.
Did you know you can customize your car?
I can do that.
Like you
and I know-
changed the entire shape of it.
You can change
everything.
Really?
Yes.
Because I just got I got one of the prototype cars after I finished the first race.
You can customize that entire thing and make it look like the car you never like something different.
Car you never
Completely-
wanted.
Yeah.
All I knew how to do was change the color.
No.
And obviously I made it yellow.
I turned
Jeez.
mine into a little sport car, and
What?
the roof of it has a dog peeking out of it.
What? How did you get a dog?
It was just one of the accessories.
Oh dang! I got to go back and play more of this.
Yeah, so now it looks like a little speedy car.
Huh.
And they gave me one of their like because I did enough races, I guess they gave me another car
Yeah.
that looks like kind of like the rest of them, but it looks more like a Formula One, but it's not.
That's what mine is. Yeah.
But yeah, like I did that, and I had a butt ton of coins, so I didn't feel like waiting around to meet other people to play. That's the part I don't like about it.
Is that you have to like go street past to actually?
Yeah, like I just want like just an entire game just built around it, I guess.
Yeah.
Because the reason why I like it a lot is because as a kid, one of the pastimes with like my dad and my brothers, there was a little slot car place right near that skate land. It was like right across the street. And I thought that was awesome because I didn't know that was a thing. You know, like I had like the little like I don't know if you had as a kid like the little mini slot car tracks you would have with like Batman or something.
Yeah.
And like they'd always fly off.
Yeah.
And, like I could never get it to work. And then like there's a professional one, but these are like wooden cars though. It was weird.
Yeah.
Like the car itself was wood, but then like good wheels obviously,
Yeah.
not wood. Yeah, there were people that bring in their own custom cars. They would sell little kits to make them and everything, and just just spend like a couple bucks and just have a few races. Like that was cool. It was just simple. I liked it.
Yeah, that's neat.
There was nothing like it around. And then it
Does
just
that still exist?
Not that one.
Oh.
I'm sure they do, but the one that I was going to, it disappeared. I guess it was like a little family-owned thing.
Makes sense.
So this game brought me back to that.
Yeah.
So I kind of appreciate it.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, the gameplay is very simple. They go by too quickly. Like I'm used to a lot of the StreetPass games where
Yeah, I want this one to have like more laps.
yes, or like be able to do a couple of races.
Because they want you to time the turns right.
Right.
So it's like as soon as you let go for that turn, or else you fly off.
You basically have to let go and hit again.
Yeah, and then it'll let you know if you did it right.
Yeah, it's only like what is it 2 laps or 3?
It's 3.
Okay, it feels like 2. It's
Yeah.
that fast.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they get bigger and more laps as it goes on.
Potentially, yeah. I guess I only have like 2 of the tracks now.
Yeah, you got the one with the ramp.
Yeah. I forget what it's called, but yeah, that one.
It's like a fantasy something.
Yeah, it's a neat little game for free.
Yeah,
pretty good. Even if I bought it as part of the bundle, I think I wouldn't be disappointed with it.
I think I'm just more in the mood to play racing games now.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Mario Kart 7, and I'm
And to
about to
clarify
buy
more-
Fast Racing Neo.
Yeah, like I need to play that.
Or no, I'm gonna buy it.
It's just I want to play more unrealistic racing games. I have to clarify. So yeah, like something like Mario Kart or Fast Racing Neo.
Yeah.
That's the name of it. Huh.
It's a dumb name.
Just call it F-Zero.
I know, just
we
call
all
it
know what it
F-Zero.
is.
Well, speaking of StreetPass, so last week's Direct announced the update. So there was an update for StreetPassing, and now you can.
I did the VIP thing.
Did you? How much was it?
I don't want to tell you.
How much did you pay?
No, because I want to buy it.
$5.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
In my head, I was thinking $11.99.
I'm just tired of spending money.
Yeah, I know, but it's fine because you're.
So now I spent $15
Yeah.
since this whole thing.
Fuck it. Who cares? It could be worse.
Could be 30.
Yeah.
Me
But
too.
now we know you can hold up to 100 street passes instead of just 10, which is very, very nice.
Is this our
Yeah.
move?
Huh?
But I made all my friends VIP members.
I gotta go and do that. I gotta get that.
I skipped the tutorial by accident of like what this means.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe there's a section where I could just whip up my VIP friends for games instead of whatever. I don't know.
I'd like that.
There's a reason why they're VIP, and I don't know what the reason is because I skipped the rabbit telling me.
Oh, well, you know. Also, are you kind of upset that the rabbits are different? I wish we had the same rabbit that was in Badge Arcade.
You just want that rabbit to be everywhere. He's very, like, he has a lot of character to him. A lot of movement and all that. This other one's just like, oh, hey,
Hi, you want to buy some shit from me?
Just an empty shell.
Fuck off.
With a tablet.
Here's a couple of games. You don't want them? All right, fine. I'll just go back in my hole and cry.
He's like a GameStop employee.
Oh.
Well, they did have that rabbit mascot.
Oh, shit, they do.
Full circle. I was taking notes last night just for the show, and I was like, oh shit, this StreetPass update that's supposed to make everything faster is not actually faster. Who cares?
It's perfect for conventions.
Here's the thing. I wrote that, and then I went to my Plaza Gate because I had new things that I hadn't checked, and it is way fast. I was completely wrong and incorrect.
See a little button on the side?
Though I already had that checked off, but I didn't notice the speed increase. But if you press R before you enter, like the street passes, they just go like they just fly through. It's just like you see the bubble really quickly, like, hi, I'm Mark from Maryland. Hi, I'm Kyle from Maryland. It's just like boom, boom, boom.
Do you think I'm fantastic? No? Oh, okay.
You don't even get that.
Well,
it just skips through everything. It's like done. Yeah, you can fly through. The really rad thing. So I said at the beginning of the episode, I've been riding my bike back and forth to work. So I'm passing people in cars and buses and whatever. So I'm getting a lot of street passes. Typically with puzzle pieces, that would mean up to 10 puzzle pieces.
Oh yeah, I noticed this with the puzzle pieces. I'm happy about that.
So last night, I boot up the puzzle swap because the other day when I got home from work, I booted it up and I downloaded Slot Car Rivals and I was like, I'm going to do all the Street Pass stuff. And then I was about to open the puzzles and Katie was like, hey, let's give the dogs a bath. And I was like, all right, cool. This is 3 hours. And then when I went back, I was like, I got to go to bed now. So I never opened the 3DS back up. Went to work, came back, and then last night I was like, let me do this now. So I still had to pick up where I left off with the puzzles, and then I had a whole new round of street passes to do. I got 115 puzzle pieces last night.
Holy shit.
Not because I passed 115 people.
Yeah, you pick one person, and then there's a bonus.
There's a bonus chance that you'll get more than one puzzle piece, and
I've gotten one every time.
Every single time I've gotten at least
Will that go away?
At least 6. No, I think it's part of their new update, so you can try and fill in your puzzles. Good, because I completed
like 2 puzzles.
Yeah, me too. It was amazing. Because typically it's like such a grind, and like I think that puzzle completion is rad if...
It took me years to catch up with what I have originally, because the only way I could complete them was by going to conventions. Spend hours.
Yep.
Oh, just give me your 3DSs when I go to New York.
But still, like, it's just... Even still, like, before it would have taken forever, because it would have been 10 at a time.
And then half the people don't even have a piece.
People that, you'd have to get people that already have a piece to give you.
If you see someone with a red shirt and a Mario hat, or a blue shirt and a Mario hat, they don't have puzzle pieces. Ignore them. Move on. That's
always?
It's just usually because when you first get a 3DS, that's what you have. Oh. So you can just tell they don't have anything. They just got it. Because it's basic red or basic blue.
You're right. Yeah. No, I was very happy with that. I got... I think like 70 new pieces in one run and 40 in the other.
Yeah,
something like that.
I'm still stuck in Find Me too.
I beat that one. I'm stuck in a couple of the other ones.
Well, I mean, I've been replaying. I'm doing every path. Oh, wow. I'm on the 3rd path out of 4. And I'm almost done that one.
Yeah, I need to go back. Do you get tickets from that one? Which one do you get tickets from?
No, from like the newer waves of me Street Pass games. So like the ones after... what is it? It's like the flower one, like the gardening one.
I hid that one.
The samurai one, the haunted house one. I think the
Force, the
spaceship one. I have that one.
I didn't buy the round after that or these new ones.
Like I don't have all of them yet. Still, I just got the ones I think are interesting.
Yeah, it's funny though because like these Street Pass games are, I don't think they were ever meant to be more than what they are, but they're so good. Like they're just, it's the same as Badge Arcade where it's not something that I'm going to, like, dedicate my time to.
But this is also why I like Nintendo Land.
Yeah, it's just a thing you can check in with every
Minus the tutorial.
I wish Nintendo Land was their operating system.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That would have been a really cool...
Just keep adding on to that.
Yeah.
Just minus the robot.
Maybe NX. .com.
EXE.
Mario Maker, played a little bit of that. I'm trying to do like a daily grind and go through and get all of the sprites because it's been a year and I still don't have all the little sprites that have come out.
Getting that hype.
For what?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
It was because they talked about it for 3DS. Did that get you playing it again?
You know, I've got this weird thing. I call it a superpower, but we can, label it however we want. Where just before... So, like, that air filter I showed you that's all fucked up. Like, the other morning I woke up and I was like, I need to change the air filter, I think. Like,
so you get, like, a premonition?
Yeah. And then here we are. And I didn't do it. I was like, I don't care. And then, I started playing Mario Maker, and then, like, 2 days later...
How they announced it?
They announced it for 3DS. And now I'm like, oh, cool, I'm going to get way back into it.
Kind of like how I bought a PS4, and then they just announced 2 more.
Yeah, exactly. That thing. So, yeah.
I was going to get Mother Russia Bleeds.
Yeah.
I thought a PS4 version was out.
It's not?
It's not.
So it just launched on PC, Mac, and Linux?
Yes. Huh. Which I still might get it for that.
Yeah.
I watched a little behind the scenes thing. Because first I had to check because it was like, oh, you can get the collector's edition on Steam where it gives you an extra copy for a friend.
Ooh.
Even though it doesn't mention anything about online co-op. It just says local multiplayer.
Maybe they're planning on it for a patch.
You get a soundtrack.
Yeah.
Which you can probably access in the Steam Apps folder.
Yeah.
And you get a little behind the scenes thing that's like 20 minutes with the developers. I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to check if there's videos on their YouTube channel. And look at that. It is.
Oh.
Saving myself money.
Yeah.
It was cool, though. I did like it. It was very interesting.
Yeah, Mother Russia Bleeds, if no one is familiar, it's basically Hotline Miami meets Streets of Rage.
And that was their inspirations.
Really?
Hotline was definitely an inspiration.
Yeah. And you could see it. I mean, like, it's got the neon pixel nightmare that is Hotline and the side-scrolling beat-em-up that is Streets of Rage, except now instead of just, like...
But there's an Easter egg of them, too.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. But yeah, instead of just like, oh, let's pick up a broken bottle and throw it at someone, it's like, no, let's just cut their throat with a bottle in the street. Yeah. And, yeah, it's cool. It's really pretty.
Yeah, I think the Easter egg, the fans are in the background somewhere.
Oh, that's rad.
Yeah.
There's a couple of games soonish that I'm like...
Shroomish?
Yeah. Fungus and Mungus.
Just looking forward to.
Yeah, it's that one, and then Slain is next week.
Slain
Dion.
Slain Back from Hell. That, like, metal...
Oh, yeah, that one.
Castlevania. Rad as fuck looking thing.
That's right. I forgot what it was last time, and you showed me. I remember now.
Yeah. It's like everything is raining blood and...
I think...
Demons.
This reminds me, there's a game that I think we should try to stream sometime.
Huh.
I believe it's just called Crawl.
I
might be getting this wrong.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's that one where we design the dungeon for one another.
You're not really designing it. It's like I think it's a randomly generated dungeon, but like each person takes a turn being one of the enemies, and you're trying to kill the other players.
That's what it is.
Yeah. So when you die, you become an enemy, and you just keep going.
I'd be down with that.
I don't know, me.
Yeah,
I'd be way down with that. What does this do in Mario Maker?
That's a good question.
It says, hi, you wasted money.
Well,
I don't know if it really unlocks anything or not.
It's something. It was on the back of the box. You get like you turn into a giant Mario that runs through and punches blocks. That's what it is. Yeah. Did you get Mario Maker?
I didn't. I don't know what version I should get.
Are you going to get it on 3DS?
I mean, I play that more than my Wii U.
When does the 3DS version come out?
December 2nd.
No thanks. Nah, I'll probably get it. It'll give me something to do. I feel like I'm going to end up...
I like the idea of collaborating.
From, like, PS4. Like, I'm worried, because if there's no good console games... Like, yeah, there's... I can buy Hyper Light Drifter. But
you can spend some time with that.
Do these games come out? Like, I mean, like, how long do they really have? And how long can they keep my interest?
No, that's up to you. I mean, there's games that I still go back to. But
there's like, but like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being like pessimistic.
No, but there's times where you're just like, ugh, I don't feel like playing games. I gotta get out of it.
Like, I keep seeing more shit about Sun and Moon, And I'm like, I really don't care. Like, what the fuck is a type null? That's your name, buddy?
That was a weird... Yeah, I don't know what that
Yeah,
thing
and then
is.
it was just like, this is an Ultra Beast. And it's like, stop it. Like, this is enough.
Though I kind of like it because it is just that ridiculous. It has an axe for a head. Like,
Yeah. People
Yeah, I don't
are
know what the hell it
already
was.
trying to draw parallels between Palkia and type null. And it's like, that's too long of a name.
We'll find out in November. I feel like November, it'll be one of those things where you're just going to buy it out of obligation and you end up being okay with it.
I've seen like threads where people are like, I've never been more excited for a Pokemon game. What is making you excited about this goddamn game?
I feel like the trailer that they showed recently, I mean, it was a Japanese one, but it was pretty much just like everything summed up into one trailer. Had a pretty catchy song with it too. They just should have waited and just showed that.
They always do this, where
because that way, I think that would leave a better impression than what the slow updates have been doing.
But they do that every time. They do that with X and Y.
Yeah.
Where they were just like, here's a little bit of this, here's this. Pretty soon we should get the second starter evolutions.
But I feel like,
Great.
I don't know, it's just, I feel like it's too much hype now to where it's going to burn itself out before it comes out. And people are just... I mean, in terms of like advertising, I guess. I mean, I think once the game comes out, that'll change everything, and you start playing it, and you can start soaking in all the little details and whatnot, and that's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
But I just feel like when games just, I don't know, they just show they just sprinkle a little bit throughout the whole year or something. It's just like, all right, like I get it, you're teasing me. Like,
It's kind of like when they release trailers.
don't worry, like I'm excited.
Years.
You don't have to keep showing stuff to ensure that, like,
Yeah.
you got me. Like maybe trying a little too hard. And not just with Pokemon, like,
No, all
like,
games do that. And
yeah.
It's aggravating to an extent.
where it's just like, this is coming.
I know.
You know that, right? It's coming. It's like someone coming like to you to work every day, like, hey, this game's coming out. Did you see this thing?
We all have those people.
I don't, thank God.
That was the big one for me. I mean, Mario Maker, I've been playing just little bits here and there, getting aggravated with what people are making and still able to publish somehow.
What was it that you got told? Was it you or you? Who said that?
Oh, it was when I logged on the other day, it said someone had played and commented on one of my levels, and it was the one that we did a year ago. We did where we did a challenge where we tried to basically just piss each other off.
Yeah.
But,
I forget the time limit on it.
5 minutes.
It was 5 minutes.
Yeah, we gave ourselves 5 minutes to make a level for someone
That
else
is
to beat.
not enough time to make a level.
No. So we had to like really like hook it on a gimmick.
I almost forgot about it. You sent me a text and was like, somebody played or somebody gave feedback on Jerry Twirl. I'm like, Jerry Twirl? What is...
Yeah.
I thought it was an episode at first. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, Mark made a level for me to play called Jerry Twirl, and someone gave feedback on it that said, I gotta pull
Your
up
level weak. You're bored, weak, and boring.
Yeah, something like that. It was all spelled wrong.
Which is fine because I mean that's
It's
just
5 minutes, and I bet you if you go to this person's level, it's all just
I
like
mean,
those like.
all I did was just pour my life into a Mario Maker level, so that's just a representation of me. So
Mark is a twirling boy.
Yeah, I'm whack and boring.
You're bored, whack, and boring, but it's YOURBOARD WACK, and then they spelled the rest right. But
Thanks.
yeah,
I mean that's fine.
from someone named Ladybug.
Fuck him.
No, I mean like in no way am I offended by this.
Oh,
I know.
Because it was just like this is a dumb level. Like,
Yeah.
they don't know the context.
We gave each other 5 minutes, and people are like, "What the fuck?"
But like if I actually do get the game and like
Hunt this person down.
there could be one level. I think I could make a pretty decent level if it took. I don't know how long it would take me. But I think for the 3DS version, I like the idea of collaborating. So
Yeah,
I think I might do that one.
it's pretty
for
cool.
its versatility.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all.
I don't know. It seems to make sense for that.
Yeah, we shall see. I think I might get Dragon Quest 7
Dragon Quest.
next week.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Something about it seems appealing. I've never played a Dragon Quest game outside of... I played the original Dragon Warrior on NES.
I've only played 9.
Huh.
I haven't played any of them.
And 9, I like the idea of that one,
Yeah.
but it's not supported anymore, so I don't know. I mean, I don't know if local is a thing on it. I feel like it might be. But that was like one of the multiplayer ones. So like everybody made their own hero. You could have your own class and weapons, and you could actually be at different places at the same time. So you don't have to be together fighting the same monsters.
Okay,
so you could go fight your own stuff and grind wherever, but you can call for help and you would like transport immediately to them, and then you can both take on
That's dope.
something. Yeah.
Nah, that's what I know is just standalone.
Yeah,
Right.
I think Simon is a complete remake.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks cool. The direct made it seem cool.
Was it the
an
3DS
early
one?
Huh?
The 3DS?
Yeah.
Yeah.
An early buzz seems like they did a really, really good job.
Don't get 8.
Don't get.
Don't get 8.
8 is like a censored, like de-resed version
Really?
of the PS2 one.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that sucks. I don't know. This one's cool though. Maybe we'll find out. I might get it.
Yeah. See, that just reminds me.
Huh?
Like, region stuff. I'm tired of region locking
I think we're getting away from it.
because I found out my issue with Rock Band 4. I found on Reddit that somebody had the same problem as me, where a song is forever installing but not done. You know.
Oh.
So it turns out the Amazon was selling the Rock Band 4 kit with the Mad Catz controllers, whatever, because again they're not with them anymore. So they were selling it for really cheap. There was a good deal. Get the whole band kit for like $100. So my brother got that. What we didn't check or see is that they've been shipping out the European version, I believe.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you said Rock Band.
What'd you think I said?
I think he said Rock Man.
Oh, Rock Band.
Some weird ass Mega Man. Why are you playing
Yeah.
Mega Man with a
That's
drum
why I was
set?
like, what the fuck is he talking about
Sorry,
right now?
yeah.
Well, I was
You
like,
know,
what fucking song
that new
is
drum
this
controller from Mega Man.
Jump, butt.
It's what Keiji Inafune really intended all along.
I mean, there are people. I mean, I have played a game with the Guitar Hero controller before on the 360.
I can't know.
No, it
So
wasn't
how
good.
does the
But anyway, because of the region thing, I'm downloading a song for the U.S.
Uh-oh.
That's not going to port to an outside version for some reason.
Is it Europe?
How is that?
I assume it's Europe because everything was in English when I
it
was playing it.
Is it the band?
That shouldn't be
Yes.
an issue, should it?
I feel like it shouldn't be. That's why I think like it's dumb.
It's on PS4, right?
It's on PS4, but for some reason, because they said like, oh, if you check like the spine and like the little globe, and there's a 2 next to it, because that's not us. We have I think we have a 1.
Yeah, we
Because
do.
we're number 1.
Yeah. So I just assume it's a European version of some kind. I don't know what region it is, but it's not our region. And for some reason, because of that, it doesn't work. And there's a lot of things that happen like that. Like your computer is a different region, so if you play a foreign DVD in it,
Yeah.
it's not going to read unless you change the region somehow on your computer. And I think that's dumb because it's just a fucking DVD.
Yeah.
Like, why does there have to be region-specific shit?
I understand that. I do understand it. I know why. It's because of
I
licensing.
get it, but like,
and all-
is it really?
It's because of it's all tiny little legal bullshit. It's like the rights for something are approved
'Cause
here.
like-
It's all just contractual
Is it
shit.
like? Is it like to prevent theft or something?
Part of it's theft. Part of it is licensing. Like I don't know, for distribution rights. Like you are only allowed to sell certain things in certain markets, so it has to be approved to be sold in that market. And just because it's approved in one market doesn't mean it can be approved in another market. There's
So it's like if you have like Region 3 DVDs, you need a Region 3 DVD player.
right.
Or like I said, just have your computer and change it on that. But like it just seems tedious.
It is tedious, but I understand why it's done. It does suck that it does happen.
And as far
With what
as
you're saying, so I think if you had just bought a disc to play a game, you should be fine. However, the problem is that disc doesn't talk to the downloadable content.
right, that was and like I didn't know that was the issue.
That's the
and,
fuck part.
And a lot of people in America bought this bundle. So Amazon they were just shipping it out, and not telling you which one you were getting.
Was it Amazon or was it like a third
was
party
no.
on Amazon?
No, it was Amazon.
Damn, sue them.
So a lot of people were getting their refunds.
Oh, that's good.
And my brother somehow got a full refund and got to keep everything.
That makes sense.
So I was like, hey, if you want to do this, then go to GameStop, buy their guitar bundle,
Right.
because it's only $40.
Yeah.
So that way you have 2 guitars now, plus the right version of the game. So now you have a full band set.
So he does. He did. And now
I'm
it
not
is.
sure if he did it yet,
Oh.
but that's what he should do. But
Yeah.
his friend also did the return, but he only got like $20
Ooh.
like credit or something like that. And I was like, well, it's probably
It's something.
something
You could probably
happened.
get a used copy of the game for $20.
I mean, like I've seen on Reddit too. Like some people got full refunds, some people got maybe like $30, and like half of it was like some like Amazon credit. Everybody's just getting weird, different little deals all around. So I don't know what the issue with that is, but maybe it depends on the case itself and whatever. But
Yeah, or who's taking the call for the refund. Damn.
Rock damn.
Rock man.
Rock man, rock damn.
4.
I think this is going to be an episode.
Wow.
I think it was one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just got through one. This has been the Free Cheese episode 162. You can find this episode. I mean, you clearly found it already, but you can find all the rest of the episodes on iTunes, where you can subscribe, get all of the latest ones downloaded to your podcast app on your iPhone, iPad, Apple TV, all of those other things.
What about Android?
Yeah.
You can, because there's no podcast app, you can head over to thefreecheese.com on any device and listen to it there through our built-in media player that's embedded in the website.
It's good, and we're ad-free.
Right? Completely ad-free, forever and always. Thefreecheese.com, where we're also celebrating 20 years of the Nintendo 64.
With the age set in.
Yeah, as of this recording, we have posted part of our top 20. By tomorrow, we'll be through the first 5 games of our... And I say top 20, it's really our favorite 20. It's a collective list of what we listed as our personal favorite games.
I mean, it was a bigger list probably, but we slimmed it down.
Because we made it similar.
I think the total count without crossover...
I mean, technically, if we each made a list, that's 60 games.
Yeah.
Well, no, because some of them had the same. So
if
a little less.
If you combine the duplicates, I think it ended up being like 44 or 45, something like that.
So you can say,
Which is still like a very good...
You can say it's the top 20 out of that.
It's the top 20 out of our favorite personal lists, something like that. But yeah, go to thefreecheese.com, check that out. Let us know what your favorite N64 games are, and help us continue to count down every Monday through Friday throughout September 2016. Follow us all on Twitter. The Free Cheese is at Some Free Cheese. Mark is at aug_mental. Kyle is at Not Kyle M. And I am at The Free Cheese. I don't know when we're recording next.
Oh!
Neither do they.
Nope.
It's a surprise.